Hello, my name is David Essayan. I would like to start by thanking YOUTHWorldNet and Dr. Lilit Movsesian for inviting me to speak with you today. I am 100% Armenian. I was born and raised in New York, but currently live in Southern California. I'm a medical doctor and specialist in allergy and clinical immunology, but I have also worked as an emergency and trauma physician, an assistant professor at the Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, a supervisory medical officer at the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, and an executive director and global regulatory leader at Amgen Incorporated. For the last 13 years, I've worked as the executive vice president for ONCORD Incorporated, a consulting firm specializing in clinical development and regulatory affairs. In short, we help large and small pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies develop new treatments for serious diseases, focusing primarily on cancer and autoimmune and inflammatory disorders. That's not how my career started. It's not even close to what my goals were when I went away to college. Back then, I was a classical pianist who had performed at Lincoln Center and had been featured on the Young Artists radio series on WNYC-FM in New York. I went to college planning to pursue a career as a classical pianist and composer. And this is the key to what I want to speak with you about today. They say life is a journey. They are right. And that road has many twists and turns. Our older son is a car enthusiast. He will tell you that the straight roads are boring. It's the narrow, windy canyon roads that will test you and are the most fun to drive. Life is the same way. So here are my rules of the road. First, trust yourself. If an opportunity does not feel right for you, it probably isn't right for you. Don't be afraid to say no to an opportunity that does not feel right. Conversely, when an opportunity captures your imagination and just feels right, when it makes you excited down to your soul, don't let anyone or anything stand in the way of pursuing that opportunity. Always stay open to new opportunities. Even if what you are doing is perfect for you, you never know when that even more perfect opportunity might come along. Be ready to make the hard decision to take the next step, even if it seems risky or does not seem to be going in the direction you thought you were going. Maybe that new direction is really where you should be going, and you won't know until you go. Remember, with every twist and turn, you bring all of your life experiences and skills from all of your prior opportunities to that next opportunity. And by learning and growing and mastering that opportunity, you broaden your horizons for the next one. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. Mistakes are as useful as successes because they teach you what not to pursue and where not to go. You can always go back, but if you do make a mistake, I would advise just moving forward. Find the next thing that captures your imagination and pursue that. Have faith. Things never turn out the way you planned. Usually, they turn out even better. If I had pursued music as a career, the nerve damage I suffered in my left arm 15 years ago would have ended that career as a performing artist. I left Johns Hopkins to pursue my interest in clinical research because I was frustrated by all the diseases I was seeing that had no treatments. Since then, I've been blessed with the opportunity to participate in the approval of several new treatments for those very diseases. I never could have imagined this career path when I started medical school, but I had faith and pursued the opportunities that felt right and that were placed in my path. Don't waste time comparing yourself to other people or trying to compete with other people. Instead, just focus on your plans and goals and make those other people have to waste their time comparing themselves to you and trying to catch up to you. When I was at Johns Hopkins, one of my research collaborators said this to me because I was concerned I wasn't producing enough data fast enough to be able to author research publications. As it turned out, a few years later, our lab was publishing numerous papers, and we were getting a lot of attention from the research community. Interestingly, that is exactly when the opportunity at FDA arose, and I had to trust myself, not be afraid to take the risk, and decide to leave Johns Hopkins for that next opportunity. And finally, always do the right thing, no matter how hard it is. This is a Christian value and an Armenian value and a rule to live by. I want to thank my grandparents and parents for instilling this value in me from an early age. I also want to thank my wonderful wife and our two amazing sons for inspiring me every day. And I want to thank each of you for listening. God bless you all.